Hi friends. Well, a lot of people have been asking, how does my day look like? Time management is something that everybody thinks about. I mean, it's one of those things everybody thinks about, doesn't want to do anything about. But let's make an effort to tell you how does my day look like. In fact, today it's already 6:15. My video crew was late. I'd already started walking. In fact, I got up at close to 5:15 after my morning chores. Had about 45 minutes of meditation, and then a couple of WhatsApp message responses. Did look into my LinkedIn because that's where my customers also contact me. So I did have some exchange with a customer. So some of that is already over, and 6:15, 6:20, and I think we're just now walking, a little behind my schedule. But let's see if you can catch the early morning sunrise today from the top of a mound here at Kana Shanti Vanam that you will all really enjoy. So this walk is going to be through a lot of green areas and some conversations. So that's what the early morning looks like here in my life. So I spend I think my time 50-50 between here and in Atlanta. I think after experiencing severe winter in Atlanta this time, I think it is better to be here during winter months and possibly there during summer months, right? But anyway, when I'm there, it is similar routine I follow. Though I think in winter I may not be able to follow this routine because right now the temperatures there are in minus centigrade or low Fahrenheit. It's not that I was always very disciplined and all. I was disciplined about things like meditation, but not about physical exercises and all. My dad was a walker. He used to walk for several miles a day. And I used to wonder, would I ever be able to do that? I mean, when you haven't done it, then it's always something that it seems a big task. And once we started doing it, or both me and my wife used to go for walks those days, and I remember my dad used to go to a nearby store in Atlanta or in Norcross those days, the Peachtree Corners, I think. He used to go every day to a store to buy things, and I used to wonder, man, how much, this man really can walk. But then we started doing it, and then it didn't seem, we knew exactly how far it is. It used to be 1.5 kilometers from our home, and or in about close to a mile. So I think once you start doing it, things which seemed difficult look so easy. And that's true for everything in life. I start my walk usually around 6 with some of the audio books that I'm listening to. These days it's Power of Habits. After that it's going to be Power of Now, already waiting for me. And then yesterday somebody introduced me to a new title, Radical Candor. So I'm looking forward to that. I may even switch to that before Power of Now. And this is a good way to spend your hour productively. You're listening to something that you really like, while you're also, your body is getting exercise and your lungs can breathe the fresh air. So I think all these are it's a good complete package. Well, I had to cut my walk a bit short today. My first task of the day would be to spend time in doing recording for Daji. I just now got a call that he's up and ready for the recording. I think the team is already there, and since that's that's something that I handle or I manage for our NGO, the media and social media and some of these things. So I will also be rushing there to just, if I may say, a bit of oversight over the recording and everything. And so I think we'll continue. So this is, as you see, the day has already started. Meditation, walk, and the first project. It is 6:30 and my day not only has started, but the first change of the day in the schedule or in the program. It doesn't happen every day like this, but today I will be just going there for the recording. Guys, this is the kit I go with. Pen and a diary, and my, of course, getting into the car to drive to the shoot location. Let me tell you about this car. I mean, I think this, you won't hear any noise. This is Tata EV Nexon. I just bought this a couple of months ago. I've been more than pleased. I never thought I would ever be driving a Tata car. I mean, Tata has good name, but still they are known more for the transport vehicles than passenger cars. But I've been more than pleased. I mean, especially within this campus, this car is a perfect way to go from place A to place B. I've been to the airport a couple of times, to the city in Hyderabad, and I think it's a wonderful car. There's no sound and it's comfortable. I think what more can you ask for? And of course, you don't need to fill it up every few days. You know, it goes for about 270 kilometers, the model I have. With one charge, and I usually charge once a week, and that's more than enough for me. In EV cars, it's pretty. One thing is that matching the feel or the drive feel or the sitting feel with any internal combustion engine car is relatively easier, I must say. You know, because I mean the task is, I mean, there you have so many parts which are rotating, vibrating, and all that, and here there are not many. But despite the being the easier task, they have been able to manage it. They could have messed it up, but they've been able to make it very comfortable as any other, I would say, German car. I test drove a couple of days ago Kia's new EV model. That, of course, was very high end and had more comfortable feeling. But for the price of this car and versus the performance, this is, I mean, I would say, a great value buy. Okay, we will be going to a place called Yatra Garden, where we will be continuing the shoot with Daji. That's a wonderful place as part of this Kana Shanti Vandam, and it will not only the scenic, but it has some meaning behind everything that has been done there. And I'll share more as we move along. We are done with the shoot, so we're just heading back to Daji's place. And I might join him. I think he may sit for breakfast after a few minutes, so I might join him there. And if I do, of course, that will be a private conversation, so the camera cannot follow me there. But definitely, this is a good start of the day. I don't eat breakfast except when I eat with him. So intermittent fasting is something that I do, or I would say I try to do every day. And I've been successful 90% of the times. The time is right now 7:40, so we have done many tasks actually for the day. Finished meditation, finished morning chores, and of course a morning walk, and then a major shoot with Daji and Tanya Manikala. So I think now we are headed to the second phase of our day, 7:40. In the morning when I was checking my LinkedIn messages, I did have a response back from another person who had started his new startup. Actually, he used to work for one of our previous clients, and now he's with a startup. So he did mention the need for some work that he want to do with us. So I think the sales call of the day. People I know talking about recession, not for us. It's 8:18 now. We are going back to the house to have our first meeting of the day in person with our European publication department head, and we'll be discussing some next books of heartfulness that will be coming out. It is 7:20 or close to 7:20. Had a fruitful afternoon. We had organized a press conference for the NGO that we work with, and that was to announce our upcoming spiritual fest and Kana Music Fest and Inner Peace Museum. A lot of things in one press conference. It was very fruitful. We had one of the, I would say, richest person in Hyderabad as the chief guest. Not that it mattered to us, but she was a wonderful person, and she had met Daji, and she spoke very great things about her meetings with Daji. So we had, entire room was full of journalists, print media, TV media, and all kinds of people, and I think it was very good. I mean, we stayed on after the press conference, which had people like Sanjeev Abhyankar joining remotely and Mr. Pulela Gopichand joining remotely from New Delhi. Besides those folks, we had people who were present there among our team members who spoke about these upcoming things. And beyond that, the numerous TV channels wanted to take the bite from, this is Sudha Reddy and from myself and others. So I think it was very, very eventful. I would say a great success, because we got our message to a larger public that we wanted to get through this press conference. And coming back from press conference, of course, it took us an hour and a half due to traffic. And I had a customer call as soon as I reached home. We finished that customer call for MSIS, had a nice cup of tea, finished all my emails, messages, and also spent a few minutes with my lovely wife. And now I'm here at Kana Studio to record a podcast. My day will continue like this. After we end here, I'm going to have my salad dinner, which will be salad today. And then I'll meet Daji at around 9 o'clock, looking forward to it, where we will be reading some next chapters from his upcoming book, Spiritual Anatomy. And that is always the highlight of the day before the day ends. Actually, the day doesn't end. After I come back, I again check all my emails, messages, respond to some folks from US, sometimes do talk to my VP of sales who is in California. That's the right time. Or our PR firm, which is in California or in New York. After doing that, then by 11:30, I will retire. The camera crew is drained, so I think perhaps this is the last message I'll be recording here today for them, because they started following me early morning at 6:50 and they were late by at least half an hour. But anyway, I think they deserve this break, and I'm sure following me was not an easy thing for them. Good luck, guys.